Hello YouTube. This is just going to be a short review on the N1-3017 Bluetooth Gamepad, which is essentially a PlayStation 3 controller. You can see here it looks pretty much the same as a PlayStation 3 controller, only that it has the ABXY button layout of the Xbox controller. It's a pretty solid and good quality controller. The difference between this and a PlayStation controller, you probably can't tell the difference. It feels very good, very similar to a PlayStation controller. One thing that did bug me when setting this up or pairing it with a Bluetooth device is that on the back of the box here, it does say, where are we? It says long press home button 3 seconds going into Bluetooth pairing mode. Now, that didn't work for me. I found later on in the manual that came with the controller that you need to hold the home button and the X button to then pair it with a device. Not a huge deal, but the English on the back of the box did not explain that. So I would recommend possibly a better description on the back of the box to include the X button in the pairing process. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pair this with my Leagoo M8 from my previous review. So what we need to do is hold down the home and the X button. And that'll flash real quick like that. And then if we get the phone, and if I refresh that to search for new devices, we can see it here. And there we go, it's now paired. This controller did come with a holder for the phone, which works pretty well. So what you need to do is just clip that in down the bottom here like this. You can tilt this back and you can extend it to support your phone. So what I'll do is I'll get this put in. There we go. And I was asked if this phone can play Asphalt 8 and Modern Combat. So let's go ahead and test these games out. Now you can use the controller to navigate and get into the game. Just going to select the defaults there just to show it off. Now it's already pre-mapped. I don't have to map the buttons for this once it is paired. For this game in particular anyway. So A is to go and the direction buttons to turn. Whoop. And B is to boost. game's pretty smooth. It plays pretty well on this phone. I've not really played this game that much, but it does work pretty well from what I've played. So you can also use the R2 button to drive. At the beginning there it was reversing. I believe it was holding down the left 2 button because I had it resting on the desk. Yep. I'm going to go ahead and exit out of that game. And let's try some of this Modern Combat. Again, I've not played this game either, so this is the first time here. We'll see how we go. And it looks like we need to download an extra 837 megabytes. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and I'll pause the video here. Okay, 10 years later, here we go. And I'm dead. First time playing this game. Didn't even know this game existed, to be honest. Let's see how we go again. Oh shit. Oh, thanks for covering me, man. Yeah, boy. Oh shit. This game is pretty decent for an Android game. Like I said, I didn't even know it existed. Seems to play pretty smoothly. And it works well with the controller here that I've got as well. Didn't have to map the buttons, they were already pre-mapped, which is awesome. Where the fuck am I getting shot at from? There we go. Where the fuck? Oh, okay. Looked like there's a bit of a lag or a skip there. I don't know. Takes a little bit of getting used to, especially with the controller. I am looking at my computer screen though, instead of the actual phone screen. Or he can't. Dead, shoot you in the leg. Alright, we gotta get in this boat. Just gonna spray bullets at these guys. What the fuck? Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave it there. You get the picture. The game runs pretty smoothly. Alright guys, I'm just gonna show off the emulation. We'll start with Nintendo 64. Everyone goes Yoshi, so I have to go Yoshi. There's a bit of stutter in the sound at the beginnings there, but once you're in the game, it's quite smooth. The controls work pretty well, and the emulation's quite smooth, as I said. Oh. I won't get too much into the gameplay. I'll just show off this other emulator. So we've got Super Nintendo and Super Mario Kart on the Super Nintendo. This game works pretty well. I'd imagine any Super Nintendo game would work pretty well on this. Plays pretty smoothly. And you can use either the D-pad or the analog stick, whichever you prefer for this one. The steering's quite hard on this. Take that, you bastard! Yeah, I think I'm gonna give up. I didn't play this game very much when I was a kid, and as you can see, pretty much suck. So yeah, we'll leave the video there. End it on a bad gameplay, how about that? So as I mentioned, I picked up this controller from Gearbest website, along with the Leagoo M8 Pro phone. I'll pop links in the description as to where I got them from. If you have any questions about the controller or phone, please feel free to ask. I'll answer as many questions as I possibly can. Please like, comment and subscribe.